Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Monday, March 2nd, 2014. All right, I'm in the frozen north. Oh my goodness. There's 17 degrees when I got up this morning. That is approximately a 50-degree difference from what I left on Friday, or Saturday morning, I should say. And the weather was a bit of a challenge on the way home, but we got back safely. We took our time, no big hurry, and we got here okay. So, I didn't total up last week yet, but if you remember, I think I mentioned on Friday it looked like it was going to be a wash. I didn't do any trading on Friday, so here we are, starting fresh, starting new. And Friday's announcements were some hits and some misses, nothing really drastic though, and nothing you can really hang your hat on for a trend except for the market. And we'll take a look at a chart of the SPX shortly. For today, we have personal incomes and outlays, PMI manufacturing index, ISM manufacturing index, and construction spending all this morning. And I don't think that there's anything this afternoon, is there? No. That's it for today. And then, Auntie Ellen speaks again tomorrow, and we got some more directors speaking during the week, and they get special attention here in the things to watch from the NASDAQ monitoring service. So I won't go back and look at any of Friday's numbers. You're welcome to do that if you so desire. Alright, so let's take a look at across the ponds. Asia is bullish across the board, and Europe is mostly bullish, except for one outlier here. Alright, before we go, well, let's take a look at the futures here. Looks like as though they're going to gap up slightly. Gold is up to 12.16. That's a good thing for my covered call here. We'll take a quick look at that. We were looking at, let's look at the Analyze tab at GLD, and we had a roll sitting here that a while back we could have got 53 cents on. It's now at 39 cents. I hope that we continue to move up so I can make up for this difference here. Did I say 59 or 50? I think I said it was 58. So we'll leave it there. 58, 59, but that's what I think it was. So we're trying to claw our way back to the surface on that one. So, what else we got here? We have oil at 49.12, down a tad from what we were looking at last week, and the dollar is looking very, very strong here against the euro, especially 95.25 for the dollar futures, and the euro US dollar is at $1.1215. So it's almost down to $1.11. So are we going to hit parity, and when are we going to hit parity with the dollar, where we get a 1-to-1? That will be interesting if that should happen. Okay, let's jump right over to the charts and we'll get going with our scan here. First up to bat, Apple. Actually, we're looking good for a bull put setup here on both the daily and the intraday. So it's really a good thing when they are both in sync and they both hook. So we already have the hook here, waiting for the hook on the MACD and a hook here on the stochastic on the intraday. What are we looking like this morning? I think we're going to gap up here at the open, so I think things are looking pretty good for Apple here today. So I'll be putting them on both lists. Amazon. What is Amazon doing? I don't know. We have a lot of padding in these charts, don't I? Amazon, it's definitely in an uptrend on the weekly. Daily's in a downtrend. Intraday's in a downtrend. I don't know. Amazon makes me nervous, so I'm taking a pass on that. Boeing tried to give us an entry here. It continued its march down. I'm pretty nervous about Boeing with this new rollover here on the trend on the daily. So let's wait on that one a little bit. Baidu in a very big downtrend. Missed this puppy last week on Monday. On Friday. That would have been a nice entry. So we'll wait for another one. We'll just move this over. Chipotle. Choppy Chipotle. Costco earnings. Peak at the Dow. Okay, I guess it was up. Well, it was not up Friday. What's with the Dow and the rest of the market? I mean, I don't know. I'm having a feeling that we're having a little bit of a problem with this resistance up here on all the indexes, except for maybe the NASDAQ. Gold, we already sort of took a look at that. It's probably going to gap up today for GLD. And Google, I don't see any play there, by the way. Google, we have a setup on the intraday. And if you notice, there is no setup here. There's no way you can get in on this on the daily. But if you look at the intraday, there's an entry here. They have a little bit of a pullback. So it's trying to talk to us. So there it goes. It's going to be on the intraday setup list. All right, LinkedIn, after its fantastic earnings response here, it's pulling back. So we need to wait for it to settle down. Is that going to be some sort of long-term trend or what? I don't know. Okay, we have a very nice setup here on the NASDAQ too. Just looking at the stochastic, we got a lot of choppiness in price here. And well, I take back what I said before about NASDAQ, because this looks like as though we got some sort of resistance up here too on the NASDAQ. And we had a new high on Friday, but then it pulled back. We can see it here. I think it was pretty soon after the open that it moved up there, and then it spent the rest of the day heading for the basement. So nice setup here. So move this over and watch for that hook today. All right, Netflix. Ooh, yeah, we were in Netflix. So I think we were able to pull a little bit of 28 cents. We pulled out of that one before we bailed on it. I think it was Thursday. Yeah. We got our 50% on that. That was an auto execute. So, what are we looking at here? Another setup? Well, we do like Netflix. I mean, you can't argue with what's going on here. So if we get a hook here and a hook here, that's a pretty good sign. And the MACD, though, has been below zero. That's highly unusual during this move here. I think it was this big gap here. It's still trying to catch up from it. All right. So we got Netflix, actually on both. The regular daily setup and the intraday setup. Alright, Priceline. Still waiting for it to talk to me after this big move here from post earnings. It's trying to talk to me, saying that I got some resistance up here at 1250, so pass. I'm passing on that. Russell, getting more and more to love these cash indexes. I mean, doesn't get much sweeter than that, if you know what I mean here. Let's do a setup here. Intraday setup on RUT. Alright, let's take a look at our friend SPX. Okay. Come on, toss platform. There we go. Alright. We have a setup on both daily and intraday for SPX. I'll move this over here and then put another one here. Oop, we got a price level. I don't need one there. I do not need one there. All I need to do is just get in here if the conditions are correct. Yeah. Okay, so Thursday I took a loss on this thing. I don't know if I showed you this on Friday or not, but I stuck an arrow in here from when I closed that trade for a loss, and it ended up recovering and moving up above my short strike. But what are you going to do? You know, you're watching this come down and down and down and down and down all day long, and you're saying, I can't stay in this overnight because I don't know what it's going to open at tomorrow. And remember, well, this one expires on Friday. SPX weeklies expire on Friday. They have a PM expiration, not an AM. But I didn't want to take the chance overnight with the way that it was headed. So I got out, and then, you know, old market, they like to pick on the option guru, and they say, hey, you know, all right, we nailed them for a loss here, now let's move back up. No, that's not the way it is. That's just the way it feels sometimes. But we're set up for today on both the daily and the intraday. So definitely kind of keep an eye. We're more interested in the intraday because, you know, that's when they're both in sync. We like that a lot. We like it when they're both in sync. But we'll be watching the intraday to get in on this. Tesla, I'm not sure that anything's going on with them since their earnings. Yeah, there's a little bit of confusion in here. A little bit of confusion. And then last but not least is Visa. I keep this short today. Visa, yeah, Visa's in an uptrend. I gotta call this an uptrend. But I'm going to wait and watch this because it looked a lot different last week than what it's looking like this week after Friday. So I'm in no hurry. We have enough stuff on our list for today that I don't need to worry about Visa when it's questionable like this. And it looks like this daily moving average here might just be thinking about rolling over, especially if we can't get a nice green bar with a close above this open on Friday. So that's the way that one looks. Alright, so I'm going to try to get my spreadsheet updated today. Got to unpack and a lot of other things to get back into sync and into the groove. A lot of meetings and stuff like that this week. So I'll try to get it done today. It's not really that difficult, so I'm sure I'll have it done sometime this morning probably. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.